All right. So when we left you guys last time, you had just gotten done with a meeting with Strahd von Zarovich. He'd wooed you to his side through his story of losing his power in Barovia, his promises to do good. He evidenced that further by granting you guys some, he called them gifts, but they were more examples of his attempt at reformed behavior. And so he turned over to you Gertruda, the young lady from town who was missing, and he returned also the burgomaster, the old one who was taken years ago during the attempt to take Irina to another city. And so he's demonstrated his goodwill with that in hopes that you guys will continue to work with him to restore his power, hopefully break his curse, which he believes will end his existence and restore you guys back to your own homelands eventually. And you asked a few follow-up questions. You asked a little bit about Timmy, the marionette. You found out that his real name is Piddlewick, although when you call him that, he doesn't seem to like it. He prefers Timmy. And we just lost Ryan. Are you still there on voice, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just getting back in. I figured it was just me, so I'm just working on getting back in.
Okay. Let's see, what else did we find out? You got a little bit more history about Barovia, although you kind of had a good feel for all the stuff he'd already told you. And I think really that's just about it. There was a minor, almost confrontational moment when Kane slipped into his kind of trance-like state and started yelling at him in that language that you heard him speak once before. And Strahd retorted to him in a very vile-sounding language that nobody here was able to decipher. And the two languages combining turned into common, and you heard, "Where's Harkin?" And then there was a little follow-up to that. And so you found out that Harkin is a guardian for the Amber Temple, and that sooner or later you are probably going to run into him for sure. Were there any other questions or things we wanted to discuss moving forward?
I had asked about the book with ancient things on it.
Oh, yes, and he never did answer that. He believes that that book is somehow tied to the dark powers of the Amber Temple, although he currently has no knowledge of the specific book, although many such books do exist in the world.
Okay.
All right. So, with that, he says, you guys came to the keep very early, and he ended up serving you lunch rather than dinner. And so he's asked if he's going to retire for the evening. He's made the keep available to you to camp in outside. While you're gone the next time, he will have a shelter constructed for you guys. If you were to return to shelter outside the keep, you are not welcome in the interior castle, but you are welcome inside of the walls. So you could come back here as a safe spot. He's also offered you horses, and he gave you guys the silver whistle, which will summon the carriage should you ever need transport in a carriage. And with that, he's gonna leave you to his servant Cyrus, the beast man that came before and brought Gertruda and Kolyan back, and ask him to lead you to the stables.
Yeah.
All right.
So is it dusk? Is it dinner time?
It is just past lunchtime, so you could actually make it back to town before dark.
Let's go before we leave. Let's look at the camp that he has set up for us, and just kind of maybe look at the horses.
Well, there isn't a camp set up yet, but you're welcome to stay anywhere in the outer walls of the in the interior walls of the main castle, but you cannot go back inside the keep unless you're invited back in.
So he is willing to put up a camp of some sort.
Yes, he will have his servants build one while you're gone.
Okay, all right.
But as of right now, there is no official camp.
So what time is it? It's like
1, 2 o'clock.
Oh, that early? So yeah, let's go back to town.
Early. Yeah, all you guys did was right at the break of dawn wander down the street to talk to Ismark, and then you got in the carriage and left. So you made it at lunchtime.
So
no identifying of Strahd.
No, what was that?
Are we not wearing anything that identifies Strahd or his family?
I am.
I mean, I am for right now, but I can take it off easily. I don't need it right now.
I just say for when we get into town.
Yeah. Before we get there, though, on our way out here, we heard some laughter on the way. Do we want to stop and check that camp out, wherever that is?
Sure.
Okay. Well, Cyrus leads you to the stables where your horses are, and when you get there, there's a crate, and each crate is marked with a letter, and they correlate with the letters of your first names. So there's a K, there's an R, and there is an M, and they are each by black horses. The horses are very well geared. They have large, heavy saddles and saddlebags, wonderfully polished leather. They're large black horses, similar to the kind that moved the carriage here to the castle earlier. So it's pretty obvious whose horse is for who. Each horse could easily carry two people. So you can each ride your own horse, and then you can take a passenger with you.
Nice.
All right.
All right. So you're going to head back down the road, back towards where you heard the laughter as you were coming around the bend.
Yeah, let's kind of cautiously approach, just because I forgot we had
Passengers with
passengers.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to pop up your Barovia shared, or your Barovia explored map, and I am going to zoom in on a spot here for you guys. So the road back, you get a better view of the valley in the area now that it's daytime. You're looking at down into the river valley. You can see some falls off to the west. You see a pretty good sized lake as you're coming down the road up from on high, and it has a camp by it where you're guessing is probably where the laughter was coming from before. So as you cross the bridge, you can see a small trail that runs straight to the east down along the river, and it likely leads to the camp if you'd like to take that.
What do you guys think?
Let's do it. We just have to be careful of our companions.
Who's sitting with who? Let's have the Burgermeister with Raven, just because you are probably going to be, just so that he doesn't get hurt. Like, I'm worried about something happening to him in an ambush.
You don't think I'm going to charge into combat? What's wrong with you?
No, I don't think that.
Would we have enough time to go to town, drop them someplace safe, come back? I mean, we are on horseback.
You probably would. It's about an hour to the camp from this side, but as you can tell, the road winds around a lot through the hills to get back to town. So you could get back to the camp before nightfall, but it would be getting dark when you get back to the camp.
I know it's a little bit more messing around in travel, but I feel like it's the safer bet.
Well, it's a better bet with leaving them out of our... We don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
All right, if that's what you guys want to do.
Kane, what do you think?
That's fine, yeah. But then let's not come back tonight, because I don't want to get stuck with piles of undead.
It's just more fun to kill.
What I mean is that I might be here all night.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna go to town and figure out stuff there then.
All right. Well, you take your passengers back to town. As you go around the road, if you remember at that where the T section is, where on your map you can see the main road that leads down to Tser Pool, there was a gallows, and it was a fairly large gallows. It looked like it could hold lots of people. When you passed by in the morning, it was empty. There is a body hanging there now.
Do we recognize it?
You'll have to ride up a little closer.
Yeah, let's get closer.
All right. You guys ride up a little closer, and you're taking a look at this body. And at first,
I'm going to watch around, like, the gallows, like, for an ambush.
Sure. You watch around then. You're looking out across from the gallows. Raven and Kane, I'm sorry, Marlamir and Kane, there is a very familiar looking dragonborn hanging from the gallows.
What's familiar about it?
Is it me? It's probably me.
It looks just like Raven.
Does it have a tail?
It does indeed have a tail.
Let's
Is this thing fake?
Yeah, let's get a little closer.
All right. Well, here would be something you could roll a perception check with advantage if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. Who's rolling for? There you go.
Yikes.
So you're studying it, and would you like to touch it? How would you like to look at it?
I want to take my mace out and use the mace to kind of like move it around.
Okay.
To poke it? You're going to poke my dead body.
It's not your dead body. You're right here.
How do you know?
Because I'm not going to get into that I have a monster perception.
You give it a shove with the mace, and it seems solid. It pushes back and forth. It starts to swing when you give it a shove with your mace. It's solid. And now that you're monkeying around with it, over the course of your adventure, you've noticed a few times when you've released a soul from entrapment that energy has moved to Raven, and a couple of her scales have taken on a brighter hue as that has happened. There are correspondingly brightened scales on this corpse hanging.
How many? Same amount?
Same amount. Some of the scales brightened are in places that other people probably shouldn't be looking on a lady dragonborn, but
hey, cover that up.
The ones you can see correspond.
Raven, come check this out.
I scoff and say that it's witchcraft.
You.
Raven's not very happy with this.
What's your thoughts?
Well, I've never seen anything like it. I've never died. Well, maybe.
Okay, so here's my question. Are you Raven?
Yes. He believes me. Excellent.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's Raven.
What is the gear the same? The outfits? Like what?
This particular body hanging here has nothing on it. It is just the body hanging naked.
Oh.
I'm going to cover her with my ghoul flesh cloak.
Not sure that's helping, but okay.
Modesty.
Who would bring a body out here to hang? Like who's responsible for that out here? Would we know that?
Your best guess would be somebody in the village, because you're pretty far from Velki. And other than that, it would be Castle Ravenloft, which you've been on the road or with them the whole time. So
I may ask the two companions that we have with us if they've ever seen anything like this.
Gertruda just kind of starts to cry a little bit, and says she wants to go home. And the old burgomaster says, "Yes, I would have hung a criminal here, but obviously I didn't do it."
But neither one of them seen, another dead person that's the same as somebody else.
Well, this land is full of strange occurrences. I can't say I've ever seen this particular trick before, but stranger things have happened.
Can we cut me down?
I certainly can't.
Yeah.
I love this old man.
If that's what you want to do, yeah, we can do that.
Let's do that.
Okay, I'll help Raven cut this body down.
All right. So you go up onto the gallows and you cut the body down. You do notice that behind it there is a large pit of, it's a large dugout area of shallow graves that they've obviously pitched criminals into before, and other bodies that they've taken down from here.
Well, do we want to bring it with us, or do we want to put it in the grave?
I think that's to the person who looks the exact same.
Well, I mean, out of curiosity, I'd take her with us.
I'm not digging that. I'm really not digging that.
This is very obviously something that's meant for us to see. Meant for you to see.
Quite possibly.
So I don't know how much benefit there's going to be in carrying a corpse around with us. I'm also not okay with that.
You never know when you need to fake your own death.
Jeez.
I can help you with that without the corpse.
Hey, let's bury her and move on.
Sounds good.
All right, you spend. It doesn't take you long. The earth here is soft and it's loose. The bigger challenge is actually finding a place where there's no other body buried. It appears that over the course of years that a lot of people have met their demise at this gallows and been buried back behind here. But you do manage to find a place. You dig a hole for hanging Raven and bury the body in a shallow grave behind the gallows. And then off to town?
Yeah.
Alright. You head off to town. Take the rest of the ride. You go back over the bridge. You come into town. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, almost 4 o'clock. You made some pretty good time on your horses down. They moved quite a bit faster than the carriage, obviously, because they weren't pulling a large contraption full of people. So, you have a little bit of time before nightfall, but it does get dark here at about 6:30. So where would you like to go?
I think the first place that we would probably want to go is the house at the south. Can't remember.
You want to drop the Burgermeister off? Or do you want to drop off the girl first?
Does he have a place here even?
Isn't the son still living?
Yes, the old man is Ismark's father, so he definitely has a place to live.
Yeah, that's where I meant.
Okay. So you want to drop off the Burgomaster first, then?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if it matters, but Mary's house is on the way, so...
I would drop her off at Mary's house first. The girl's a little bit more distraught, it sounds like, than the Burgermeister.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. She's not nearly as distraught now that you're coming back into town. She's happy to be home. You did notice on her, and Strahd had admitted it, that he had taken a bite out of her. And he had planned to turn her into a vampire. However, she is not at the moment. So that's just information you might want to deal with.
Can we cover that up?
It will heal eventually on its own, but...
Yeah, but it might not look the best for villagers who don't like vampires.
It may not. She is wearing a fairly high-collared, fine dress. She's dressed really nicely, as the picture showed. She's got basically a Victorian-style gown on. Her hair's all done up. Her makeup's running a little bit now since she started crying when she saw the hanging body and just wanted to go home. But you pull up to her front porch. She jumps off the horse as soon as you start to slow it down. It's not even fully stopped, and she slides off the back of it, and she starts running for the door, and she starts banging on the door, and she's yelling, "Mama, Mama, let me in, let me in." And Mary throws open the door, and she sees Gertruda there, and wraps her arms around her in a big hug and looks at you and says, I can never repay your kindness for returning Gertruda, my daughter. And then she slams the door and you hear the slide lock. And you hear her yelling at her daughter to get back up into her room and to never run out of the house and do anything foolish like that again. And she doesn't ever want to hear about Gertruda doing anything outside of the home until she's much, much, much older.
We should have brought her to the other person's house to see if she could go in.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I just thought about that as she locked the door. I was like, wait, no, come... Oh.
That's why I was thinking we'd go there first, but...
Alright, well...
Way to speak up.
Right, let's concoct a plan on the way over to see if she can go in. And we'll come back or something, I don't know.
Alright.
Okay.
So you're headed south to Ismark's house.
Yep.
Alright. You head down, cross town, to Ismark's house, and he is actually sitting on the porch and sees you coming. as you come closer into town, and he's staring because he doesn't recognize who you have with him, but he's glad to see you come back. And as you approach the house, he gets up and goes inside the doorway.
Yeah, it'll probably be a test. He's going to want to see if we can just enter in, so we should just enter in with his father.
So we should ask if we can come in?
Yeah.
No, we should not ask to be invited inside the house. We should go inside the house, as was planned and talked about before.
Okay.
Well, let's do it.
All right, you guys dismount, and you help the old man down off of the horse, and you head for the house, and you obviously walk right through the doorway. He walks right through the doorway. You come into the house, and Coletta runs up to you guys, throwing her arms around Raven and hugging her, saying that she's so glad you're back, that it's been nice here, but she missed you guys. She's thrilled that you're okay and that you're alive. Olgris is in the back. She's sitting in a big stuffed easy chair, and she says, I never had any doubt they'd make it back. Look at how tough they are, all brimming with muscle and grit. And Ismark is like, I'm very pleased that you have returned so soon. So soon. Who is this that you have brought with you, father? And he instantly recognizes the man. And Kolyan is like, my son. And they go to hug, and Kolyan slaps him in the head and says, I've been watching you in a magic mirror, and you drink too much. And Ismark is like, it is my father. It's my father. And they're having this wonderful family reunion. And then Kolyan sees Coletta. And he stumbles to the ground, and he says, it cannot be. It's Irina. It's Irina. And he starts to shake, and it almost looks like the old man's having a seizure.
Ismark, what's going on? Can we take care of your father? Is this going to be okay?
Ismark says, I do not know. He's never been prone to seizures before. Father, calm down. Maybe it's the fright of seeing Irina. I mean, Coletta. Obviously, there's confusion. And he starts trying to explain it to his father, but he's shaking. You realize that now he's just frightened. Or surprised. He's having some different kind of emotion. It's not a real seizure, but he's having an episode of some kind.
I just want to mention to Ismark that there's much to discuss anyway, and that discussing this part of it to his father is probably important, and then we have some other things that we should probably discuss with him, the events that transpired as well.
Yes, I'm certain there are things to discuss. Coletta, on the stove where we were making tea earlier. Bring tea for father. And she runs off into the kitchen, and you hear her banging around looking for stuff. Short while after that, she comes back with some tea, and Kolyan has calmed down some. He's still trembling, and Ismark helps him drink some tea, and then helps him into a chair over by Olgris, who is just kind of staring at him, and says, I thought we were going to lose one right here in the living room.
Oh my gosh.
And Ismark turns to you and says, so there are things to discuss. What did you find out in the castle?
I think it's just best that we would be transparent with him. Does anyone object to this?
No, we don't need to tell him everything, but there's no need to.
Yeah, I agree.
He starts to pace around the room, and at certain points when you're telling it, Kolyan chimes in and says, it's true, all of what they've told you. I've watched it over the past 12 years. His power wanes. And Ismark says, well then, maybe this is the time to eliminate him. To kill him once and for all. What do we do?
I think we investigate first. We don't do anything against either side and figure out what's going on.
Yes, maybe that is wise.
The bottom line here is that Strahd is, by the time that we're done here, Strahd's going to be dead. whether that's by my hand or his own. He's gonna be dead. And the Amber Temple will be taken care of. From this point on, we need to be very careful about talking about the Amber Temple.
Ismark says, I've never heard of this Amber Temple you speak of.
Good, keep it that way.
It must be one of Barovia's best kept secrets. I've heard of most places in this land, if not all. Until this moment I would have suspected all places. I am stunned that something of so great importance would be hidden for so long. And you guys are looking at him, and Raven, you noticed you don't think he's had a drink all day. He looks a little rough and weary, but he's not drunk. He looks healthier. He looks heartier than he was before.
Ismark does, you said?
Mm-hmm. So what else would you guys like to do?
What time is it? It's like 3 now.
No, it's getting closer to sunset now.
Oh, how far away? Okay.
You guys rode into town at about 5:30, and it gets dark at 6:30.
I think, I don't know what you're thinking, Kane, but just set the precedent that everyone in this household needs to stay protected, and that we have some things that we need to find out. Right?
Yeah, basically. The question is, do we want to stay here or do we want to go back to the inn?
Did we pay for the inn for multiple nights?
No, you only paid for the first night.
Then I'd say we stay here.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion, for sure.
All right, before we invite ourselves over.
So, Ismark says, I am more than pleased to take you in here. As a matter of fact, I feel quite a bit safer knowing that men such as yourselves and women, yes, sorry, Raven, it is difficult to tell for me. I am untrained and I'm going to stop talking. Quickly, we should stable your horses though out back before the dead begin to walk for the evening.
We would greatly appreciate this. Thank you.
I meant to ask this earlier, but is there anything in the saddlebags? There was like the marking that of like whose is whose, but was there any specific reason?
No. Actually, I would have said yes had we asked that earlier, but you all received several different items in gifts from Strahd. Several different kinds of potions, some scrolls, and some upgrades to your gear, all bearing the insignia of House Ravenloft. House Zarovich, not Ravenloft. It's Castle Ravenloft.
So that's what that's what we have in our. That's what you gave us.
Yes, that was all in your equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, and honestly, too, like that fact, just like that fact alone, is going to be relatively impossible to hide. I feel like as well.
What fact?
Oh, that was more just to the group that we bear crests and certain things that belong to House Zarovich.
Yes, it is going to be very hard to hide that. There's a good chance from what you've already figured out about Barovians right now. I don't think it's a DM gift to tell you that they're probably already suspicious of you because you rode back from the castle on brand new horses with fine livery. Even if you weren't wearing Ravenloft gear, they would be very suspicious of you at this time.
I guess I really just said that in light
of... We got a carriage escort, and we came back with our own horses.
Yeah, I said that more as just to highlight the fact, like, there's almost no point in trying to hide it.
At least not here.
Yeah. I mean, my armor's got a big crest on it, so...
Yeah.
I can't exactly be switching out chainmail left and right.
Nope.
Yeah.
It takes quite a bit of time to don and doff armor. Medium armor, I think, is a 5-minute ordeal. Heavy armor.
Yeah, heavy's like 10 or 15. Yeah.
So we just need to be like mentally prepared for conversations in that, while we still have our suspicions, there seems like there's something greater at work here that we need to invest in. And for the time being, this is where we stand, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Time will tell if it was for better or for worse, and that's what we're working on.
All right. Well, the sun begins to set, and before I forget anything else that needs to happen today, hey, Andy, happy birthday.
I think he's gone.
That's really funny.
He's gone still?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's great. Well, forget
That's
it. You can
awesome.
listen to it on the recording, chum.
That's all you get, man. Everybody gets one.
One birthday a year. Anyways, so the sun is now setting. By the time you guys stable your horses and come back in, the sun has set.
Was there anything? These horses of ours, are they alive?
They seemed to be alive. I mean, you rode on them the whole way. They behaved just like
Right, yeah.
living horses. They definitely weren't undead horses.
Okay. Do we have to worry about zombies eating them? Like, are they safe?
The stable should be pretty secure. It's boarded up just like the house. It's got heavy bars that come down over the doors, pretty high up out of reach. And then Ismark locked it as well. So zombies, in their limited intelligence, probably could not lift the bar or break the lock. So you're pretty sure they're safe.
Okay. So let's set up for the night then. I have some spells to maneuver.
All right, you can go ahead and do that. As the evening wears on, Kolyan calms down quite a bit. Obviously, he settles into the idea that this woman is his daughter, his deceased daughter, reborn, and somehow brought back to him. He's very, very confused as to what's going on with all that, but he's come to the point where he accepts it. He has no other choice to. He watched Irina grow up to look just like Tatiana, their ancestor, and so on, and so he just moves to accept it. Not much else happens. You see the three of them, they do spend a lot of time together talking, though, and you do catch Coletta picking up more on stray pieces of memory here and there. She remembers, just out of nowhere, kind of remembers their mother for just a moment or two, but then the memories will shift to people you don't even, and they don't even know, and scenes of memory that don't connect really well with here in the village of Barovia. She remembers living in a village by a river somewhere at one point in time, and she remembers in that memory running for her life there as well. But that's all she's got there. So she's starting to have a flood of memories kind of wash over her. She's just kind of got to sort through them all.
All right. Well, I don't want to go too far in without Ryan. I mean, Andy.
I'm back. I was just listening.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna break my rule. I wished you happy birthday while you were gone.
He's not wishing you
Thank
happy
you.
birthday right now. He's just telling you that you missed it.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I'm informing you of a past event.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, the evening wears on. You guys sleep. It's here in the Burgermaster's mansion. You don't know if it's the holy symbols or if it's the cohesiveness of the group that you formed here. You get a good night's rest. There's none of your watches are interrupted. Everybody is just well rested for the first time. You don't have any stray dreams, no nightmares, no nothing. It's almost peaceful. And then morning comes. What would you like to do?
Well, we need to. Where is this camp that we need to go see for the Vistani people?
You're not quite sure. You didn't ever ask.
Huh.
Actually, it might have gotten mentioned once. It did get mentioned once.
Yeah, I thought we did know that.
The
I
girls
thought
at
we
the
asked.
girls at the bar mentioned it.
Yeah.
But since
I
nobody
thought
remembers,
Strahd said where it was. I don't remember the name of it though. It was a camp.
oh, maybe he
Yeah,
did.
because we asked him about the Vistani and also about Esmeralda. We asked him about those two separately, and I
Okay.
feel like we got that information again from him.
Okay. Then I will give it to you. The camp is down by Tser Pool, which is where you heard the noise coming from, the laughing and the music the other day as you were passing.
The camp that we were going to go see, but we were not with the people.
Yes, the camp that we passed up. Yep.
So let's go over there then.
Let's head out.
All right.
Let's make for it.
Are we gonna? What does Coletta want to do? You want to stay here? Or you want to come with us?
She would very much like to stay here. She's had quite enough traveling around and facing of danger, and if she can stay someplace safe with, and she uses the word family, she would much rather stay there.
Yeah, she should definitely stay here.
Can we see how she's coming? Is she using the sword to do anything, or did she take it and then put it back?
You can ask her about that if you want. So you go ahead and you ask her about that, and she says no. Her and Ismark spent a good chunk of the day yesterday practicing with it, and Ismark says yes, she's amazingly skilled with the sword for a 12-year-old. Yes, I don't know where she learned skill with the blade like that, but my sister was very skilled as well, and always had a surprising talent for it. I would suspect that it comes from somewhere down in her line, that someone was a master bladesman.
Good to know. I thought so.
So yeah, you definitely get the feeling like if push came to shove after that little conversation that Coletta could probably protect herself decently.
Good to know. Maybe. I'm really bad with names right now. What was his name? The brother.
Escher.
No, the other one.
Ismark.
The one who's right there. Ismark. Does he want to talk to her about like wearing armor? Like, do you know how to wear armor?
He says, we have a few old pieces of studded leather armor that was back from when the household used to have its own guards. We could equip that if you think we should.
Here's the thing. Like, I'll give her my chainmail, and she can figure out if she wants to wear it. Like while we're gone, she can work with it and see if she's comfortable with it, or see if she wants to stick with the studded leather or whatever. But not that she's got to put it on now. But just in case, if push comes to shove, how are you going to feel in armor?
She grabs it, and all of a sudden the 12-year-old girl comes out, and she's like, dirty leather or shiny chain? I think I'm going to go with the shiny. And she kind of goes off into the living room and starts to look at it and hold it up to see if it'll fit and all that good stuff. She's being very girly about it.
You're super girly, because I haven't watched that in a while. Remember, I'm an old man now.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, anything else?
I'm good.
I'm good. I'd say we head up to the camp.
Yeah.
All right, you head out to the barn. Ismark comes out with you, unlocks the stables, gets the horses out, closes it back up, and he says, I wish you well. Will you be back before nightfall?
We certainly hope to be.
That's don't know. I mean, we'll try to be, but we don't know what's going to happen.
Sounds good. I will take care of them until you return. All right, so you guys start heading out of town. Are you sticking to the roads, or are you going to cut across country? How do you want to get there?
I think stick to the road and then take that first branch to the right to the.
The road's
Tser
pretty
Pool.
much the most direct route.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
I mean, we could cut through the woods, but I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Wrong side of the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're on the wrong side of the lake. That's true.
All right, so you head across the roads. You head down the road.
And we'll check the gallows. We'll check the gallows and see if there's anything new.
Through the bridge. When you get to the gallows and you're taking a peek around, and there's nothing new on the gallows. It looks like the body's grave is completely undisturbed, that no one's monkeyed with it at all. And then Marlamir, hears the approaching hooves, like a horse and a rider is approaching from the south.
Behind us from where we just came?
Nope, from the southwest.
Oh, from that south. Okay.
Can you put a marker on the map of where the gallows are?
I sure can.
Okay, all right.
Andy beat me to it. Always does. Yeah, that's where
Nice.
the gallows are.
Okay.
And he said, approaching just one approach from the southwest? Can I hear multiple? Am I skilled in this?
You are not necessarily skilled in this. I've already made a perception roll for it. You could make another one if you want to see if you can pick up more, but just your base perception picked that up.
That wanted to land on a 15. I just want you to know.
It did. I saw it. No, you just hear there's somebody approaching from the southwest.
Do we wait or ride on?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I let the group know that I hear a rider approaching from the southwest.
Oh, let's look.
I guess we'll just kind of hang around the gallows and see who approaches or passes.
All right, there is a dark-clad rider approaching to the south. He comes around the corner of the road there, and he's making pretty good time. It looks like he's carrying a shield and maybe a spear.
Does he see us? Or possibly see us?
Well, you're all standing right in the middle of the crossroads, so my guess is he probably sees you.
I yell, halt.
Oh, really? Did you just do that? Oh, man.
I did.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Well, he doesn't. He keeps on coming. The horse and the rider does.
I'm moving off to the side closer to the gallows, so closer to the west on the grassy area that you have up, to give him the way of the road.
Can I? Is he close enough to check his posture? Is he aggressive looking?
He looks pretty aggressive, and he's got that spear up on his shoulder. It looks like, or up over his shoulder. It looks like he might be getting ready to throw it.
How far away is he?
He's not far at all. He's maybe 100 yards at this point.
Would I be able to tell if he's readying for an attack?
At this point, you can't tell for certain, but you have a pretty good idea that he's readying for an attack.
Can I shoot him?
If you want.
I mean, let's wait, man.
Yeah, I really feel like this needs to be initiated by him. I don't want to go picking fights. I'm going to continue to move towards the west into a non-threatening, off-the-road flanking position if needed.
All right. Well, he pulls up alongside you guys, and what you see is it is a skeletal rider on a rotting undead horse.
I attack without concern.
Sure. When I do it, no, we should wait.
It's a
We should see if he's
skeleton.
friendly. Blah blah blah. Let's not
No
initiate
such
this.
thing as a friendly
Raven.
skeleton.
Raven, there's new information.
All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Please.
Oh, hold on just a minute, guys. It's not set yet. All right. Kane charges forward to attack. He doesn't get to attack yet because it's not his turn, but he is readying his attack. Sorry. And
I charged. I'm the last one to go. What is this?
this is bad rolls for you. However, Raven is the first to go, so she can actually make that attack she wanted to make.
Am I still on horseback?
Just as a question, yeah, just as a question. So we're all on horseback. What is horse movement speed, please?
Oh,
Because I didn't hear anyone say that they've dismounted, so we're all still on mounted combat.
that's true. Then the important question is, who's got Timmy?
I thought
last we said
Raven
I
did.
had it, so
All right.
Yep, I thought that was true.
All right. Movement speed for a horse, I believe, is 50 feet. Charging, 30 feet, not charging. And if it's not, that's good enough for today. So that's what we'll go with.
Yeah, I'll apologize. What bonuses for damage mounted combat?
There won't be any.
There will not. Okay,
there will
thank
not
you.
be any. But if you are going to attack from horseback, you will need to make an animal handling check.
Okay, and I won't need to worry about that because I'm proficient.
You still need to make it.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
How do I roll that?
It's in your
it's
skills.
a skill.
Just
Skills.
like you would for perception or anything else.
Oh, animal handling. No, I'm not that. That's weird.
You can still make a roll for it.
Okay.
Well, as a paladin, don't you like get something for being on a mount?
Yeah, I'm just confused now because it says proficiencies land vehicles, but that's
Yeah, it'd be
animal
like
handling is not a
Cart
proficiency.
or a caravan or something like that.
Yeah. It's a cart, basically. It's a pretty lame
really?
proficiency. Yeah.
I swear it said something about horse, like any kind of... Okay, never
They're
mind.
probably horse-drawn vehicles. That's probably what you are remembering.
Mike, what do you have to roll for the handle animal?
I'm only going to make you roll a 5. You just got to beat a 5. So, but you guys are still pretty new to this whole horse thing.
Well, I am going to throw
I'm
some
not expert.
chilling crest at him.
You hit the horse?
Apparently I hit the horse. Well, I'm hitting the horse.
Did you want to hit the horse? I mean, it's probably not a bad idea to dismount him.
No, but I mean to hit the horse.
All right, you hit the horse. Now you're taking a look at this guy now that you're close. He is obviously wearing. It's old, it's tattered, but he's dressed like a Kren warrior, and his horse is got Kren barding on it. It's for you guys. You can't not see it. It's very apparent.
Does it look like the guy that ran away from the fog?
No, it does not. That guy was wearing a robe, and the commander was a woman, not wearing the same equipment. So, let's see. Timmy's up.
Sorry, that's all I do.
He hoots rather angrily at you because you have taken him away, far, far away from where he wants to be at the moment.
That's true, but I didn't want to be anywhere near there.
And he jumps off, and he runs into the woods and disappears. He's still right there, but we're going to say he disappeared. And then that is the warhorse's turn. And it's going to charge over to here, pick up its hooves, and attack Mar. And it is definitely going to miss him. Alright. Then that's Mar's turn.
Did that hit?
It did not.
Mikan, does he need an animal handling thing first?
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh, do I even if I stay stationary?
Oh no, not if you. I won't make you roll if you stay stationary. If you're riding and fighting, I will. But all right, then that's the skeleton's turn, and he is going to attack back at you. He is going to hit you. Or
looks like 8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. That's Kane's turn.
All right. I'm getting closer.
You're lucky you got skill in that.
Yeah. Well, I don't. It's my wisdom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I am going to. Can I? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Hand of Radiance,
Okay.
which is hold on.
That's the one where they get the save or they take 1d6 damage in or around it, right?
Hand of Radiance is yes, it's 1d6 damage for everybody within 5 feet of me.
Which the rider will count for that.
Yeah.
As he's on the horse at the moment.
I can't. Did I do that? I can't tell if I'm actually hitting that. They saved? Is that what that is?
Yes, they both saved.
Okay, all right. As a bonus act.
No, I don't think they did. Hold on.
I don't know.
Because your save DC is 14. It just put it up. The horse saved, the rider did not.
Okay. Whoops. Can you put that on the right person?
I sure can.
Whopping 1 damage. And I am going to, as a bonus action. Well, okay, explain this to me. Scrolls, are they an action or are they the
Depends
action
on the spell.
of...
Whatever
Okay,
the
so,
action of the spell is.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon
Alright.
with the scroll.
Sounds good. You summon your... You want to explain to everybody what your spiritual weapon looks like?
So my spiritual weapon is a giant, I shouldn't say giant, it's a regular sized white blazing scythe.
Yes.
I'm going to, yes, I thought so. I'm going to attack let's do the horse.
I'm going to need to fix that. I don't know why it's not... Why it's got that weird white border on it. Oh well. Alright. So make an attack roll against the horse.
It's a white. How do I actually?
It's just like making an attack roll, except you get to add your wisdom to it. And in the spell on your character sheet, it should actually have the attack roll on it.
I think it does too. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix this. Hold on.
That will definitely hit.
That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, it is what I wanted to do. But the damage doesn't have. That's what it is. The damage on this doesn't have my spell modifier.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. Never mind. It does. Wait, no, it doesn't. It should be +4.
Okay.
It's 3 + 4.
So 7 damage to the horse.
Yeah.
All right. Then that should be the end of your turn, and that brings us back up to Raven.
Well, Raven is going to do the same thing, and she'll keep going after the horse. And then she's just going to move a little bit. No, she's not, because she had to do a little check. Yep, we'll stay there. We're good.
All right. All right. Timmy comes bursting out from behind the sign and lunges at the horse. Go, little guy. Oh, unfortunately, he misses, though. That's the end of Timmy's turn. Alright, the horse continues to attack Mar. And it misses him. So, Mar, it's your turn.
Bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on the skeleton.
That'll hit. Nice. Very nice. Alright, so you hit it. It adds your extra damage from your hunter's mark. And that'll be it for your turn, correct?
Correct.
I can't remember when you get 2 attacks, what level that was, if that was 4 or not.
Next level. I'm very excited for it.
I bet you are. Alright, the skeleton, because you just attacked him, hauls back at you. Oh, but you deflect it with your shield. And then he swings around with a second attack. Oh, and you deflect it again. Terrible skeleton. Just terrible.
Terrible skeleton.
Kane.
Good paladin.
I am going to correct me if I'm wrong on this. The attacking with the scythe with the spiritual weapon is a bonus attack, right?
Correct. It's a bonus action.
Okay. So I'm going to wail at the. Let's see. Let's do the warhorse.
All right.
Plus, that feels like that's too high. It is, but I don't remember having a +4 to attack.
Your proficiency plus your strength modifier.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
You club into it with your mace though, and you feel like it did quite a bit more damage than you expected.
All right.
Yep.
And then it's because it's a miracle.
And then it's Raven's turn. Oh no, you got your spiritual
I got my
weapon.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. I gotta get back to that.
Well, hot dog.
Nice.
That was a crit?
That
was
is
a
crit.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know how to. So
just roll it. It'll auto add it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, your scythe comes
Club that
barreling
thing.
through and just
That is
chops the
nice.
legs out from under the warhorse, and it collapses to the ground, dropping the rider down with it.
Excellent. And that'll be it for me.
Does that mean
Now it's
Skeleton's
Raven's turn.
prone?
Skeleton is prone, actually.
I was really hoping that would all happen.
Okay, well, I'm going to throw another Chilling Caress out there, and that'll be it.
Sounds good. The Chilling Caress blasts the skeleton with some more damage. And now it's Timmy's turn. It's so funny calling this thing Timmy. And Timmy will hit. And he will hit for 7 points of damage, and then he will do another 8 points of damage of sneak attack damage for a total of 15.
Nice.
Go Timmy.
Marlemere. And the skeleton blocks your attack with his shield.
Okay, done.
Alright.
Are we close enough to this thing, by the way?
Yeah, for the nature of this combat, we're fine.
Okay.
It's only a 1 square shift, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Alright, so the skeleton turns back around and it continues to attack Mar. And it misses. And it misses again. It's enormously frustrated. It just can't seem to find purchase with your spear. And you're watching the skeleton, and it seems to have more personality than you'd suspect a normal skeleton would have. Kane has definitely noticed it. That it seems to be more intelligent. It's not your average everyday garden variety. Hey, I found a scroll of animate dead and made some skeleton. And with that, it is Kane's turn.
All right. I'm going to troll the dead.
Yes. As well you should. So this guy is missing like crazy. Troll away.
Excellent.
Did he save for that?
He did save for that.
Okay, that's fine. Aw, that's okay. I'm gonna the scythe.
And the scythe finds purchase.
Nice.
It bites into the skeleton quite heavily. Raven.
Well, I'm going to continue on with shooting little bolts of stuff on my fingers. But probably not secured this time.
No, that doesn't look like it's going to do it this time. Alright, Timmy? Timmy attacks with his dagger, and unfortunately misses. Marlamir.
Grief.
Would you roll that again for me, please? Roll another
Sure.
d20. Alright, you manage to hang on to your weapon, but you give it a good wild swing. The skeleton, actually, it starts hissing a little bit. It might be laughing at you.
Oh,
Oh, man. Your new armor class, sir.
20. Yeah.
But this time he does manage to hit you. And he manages to hit you with a critical hit, actually.
yikes!
So he hits you and with his spear, pierces your armor a little bit. Not nearly as bad as it could have been, but he does get you for 6.
He critted for 6.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, my damage
can
dice both rolled really low.
Can we just collectively hiss and laugh back at him?
Yes.
That noise that just came out of Ryan is the noise that just came out of Marlamir, as he only took 6 damage.
I laugh it off.
Yeah,
Mr. Skeleton, you are summarily embarrassed.
he is embarrassed. He actually looks a little ashamed. His skeletal brow furrows a little bit, and he looks,
But only Kane can tell that he does that.
he looks sad.
That was bad, and you
Kane,
should
it
feel
is
bad.
your turn.
All right, let's end this.
Please.
Not with that,
Ah.
but we will with this. Jeez, man.
All right. The scythe swings into it, just takes its head clean off of its shoulders, and the bones collapse to the ground. The skeleton has been defeated.
I picked the right weapon.
Yeah, that was nice.
Marlamir, how much damage do you have against you?
14.
Did you get hit that many times here?
Twice. Yeah.
You did?
Twice.
I only remember the one time. Okay, maybe it wasn't. All right.
Yeah, just twice. 8.
Okay.
And then 6. Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right, you can roll for that. As you're casting that, though, black energy begins to seep up from the bones of the skeleton, and it grabs some of the bones, weaving them back together, and there is a black tentacly mess holding a few bones of the skeleton together, its head, its arms, and its legs in particular.
I'm shooting it.
And it is back up, and it is attacking you.
Ryan, add add 4 more to that. It's not set up right on here.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay, which came back up? Sorry,
The skeleton
did.
came back
Okay.
up in a big black tentacly mess. there's all sorts of black energy oozing out of it that's taking the form of tentacles, and it's lashing out at you guys. It's holding on to bones and using them like appendages, but it's obvious that it's not the skeleton holding itself together anymore. It's this black energy. And let's see, that is Raven's turn. And
I'm shooting it. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Okay, well, she was scared. She didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Caught off guard a little bit.
All right, little Timmy is going to take a crack at it. He is going to hit to do 5 points of damage with his dagger and additional 11 with sneak attack damage, so a total of 16.
Good job, Timmy.
Now it is the Kren's skeleton's turn, and it is going to attack Marlamir again. And he is going to hit. Spear for 4 points of damage, and then another 2 points of extraordinarily cold damage hits you. You feel almost like you just got frostbite when the thing hit you.
How much damage just went through?
8.
8 points.
Okay.
I'm about half. 17 to 33.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring up Marlamir.
Hunter's Mark.
You don't have to recast that. It's the same creature.
Oh, I thought since it got back up it was...
No, I'll leave it on there. You did unfortunately roll another 1, though, so I need another
Yes,
D20.
I did.
Alright, you're still good. It is laughing at you again as you wildly swing at it. Kane.
He was scared too.
Do I recognize any of this?
Yes, it actually looks really similar to the stuff that you have seen before.
I want to see if there's anything I can glean from it.
It is definitely an eldritch style of black, dark energy. Not even quite necrotic. It is elder energy.
Okay.
Normally I would have made you make an arcane check for that, but because of your past experiences, perception will do just fine.
Okay. I can roll an Arcana check if you want.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You would have rolled really well at an 18, still an 18, so.
Okay. We're gonna do. Let's see. We're just gonna smack him. Jeez.
Give me another one. Oh, that is unfortunately bad enough. Miracle goes sliding out of your hands and clatters to the ground on the other side of the skeleton.
I use force pull.
No, you don't.
Oh, dang it.
Not much of a miracle now, is it?
Oh.
That's better.
Alright, the scythe bites into it, and it's starting to look pretty hurt. It's having a hard time holding on to the bones of the skeleton. Raven, you're up.
Let's throw some more necrotic damage at it. Nope. Not liking this one.
Timmy. Timmy is going to hit again. He hits for 8, and then sneak attack damage is another 7 for 15. Alright. Skeleton. The skeletons had quite enough of little Timmy. It whirls on him, seeing him as more of a threat than Mar, and criticals Timmy.
No.
For 8 points of damage. His second attack, he misses Timmy. Timmy dodges out of the way. Marlemere.
Kill this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Unreal.
cow.
So, what the crap? I know the drill. I know the drill.
Yeah, you know the drill. Alright, eight's plenty good. You can hang on to your weapon. You're good.
Yay. For the third time this match.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, Kane, you're up.
Is that not doing anything? Oh, that's why. Did that miss?
No, I failed it, so.
What
is with all the ones?
I don't know, man.
You guys are terrible.
Yeah, holy cow. Alright, hold on.
Mr. Kren Skeleton hasn't done much better himself.
And then this freaking site is like the boss of all of us.
Bipolar
But we
dice
have
today.
to offset somehow.
Jeez.
Alright. You deal a final blow to it, and as you do it, it kind of begins to pull itself together, solidifying into a ball here, and then it explodes, and anybody within 10 feet of it is going to take 12 points of damage, 6 if you save. It's a dex
What's
save.
the
14.
Yikes.
Okay, everybody takes 12 points of damage.
Alright.
Timmy looks almost dead. He's looking like a wreck.
Are we officially out of combat yet?
You are now officially out of combat.
Okay, I'm going to cast, hold on. I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing. Jeez, terrible rolls.
Everybody gets 9 back.
Yeah, everybody does. That didn't remove it from anybody though.
Sounds good. Alright. So, you are now out of combat. There is a pile of dusty bones in damaged Kren war gear laying on the ground, and the skeleton of the horse is actually crumbling into the ground.
I spit on it.
I told you we should have killed it first. When it was riding at us.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What happened to the horse?
It's crumbling into the ground. It's turning to dust, basically.
Alright.
Alright, so what would you guys like to do?
I cast Lay on Hands and bring all 20 hit points back to me.
Alright.
You're not at 20, you're at 11.
5 times Paladin level, that'd be 20.
No.
But you're only hurt. Oh,
11.
He already took the 20 off.
No,
Or the 9
I had
off.
Yeah, I had 29 and you healed me for 9.
Oh,
I was that
okay,
bad.
okay.
I was 3 points away from death.
Okay, alright. Alright, cool.
But I greatly appreciate the 9.
Yeah, no problem. Next time I'll do better. Okay.
So, Kren Warrior.
Well,
What's up, guys?
Let's look at it.
Did the skeleton dissolve too, or just the horse?
Just the horse. The skeleton pieces are all over the place, though, because it exploded at the end there.
Is the spear usable?
It's usable. It doesn't look very valuable, though.
Well, maybe it's better than our crits. Oh, I'd like to get my mace, please.
Oh, that's a good idea. So you walk over, you pick up Miracle.
I don't know, man.
I'll take the spear with me.
Alright. It also had a shield and some really terrible, busted up studded leather armor.
I can't imagine busted up studded leather armor would be better than what I'm wearing.
No, it definitely would not.
What kind of shield is it? Can I tell? Is it like a kite shield? Is it a small shield?
It's just your standard round shield.
I'm not bothering with it. I will take that spear though.
Alright.
It'll be useful for mounted combat, possibly.
Can we see where he was coming from, or was he just on the road?
He was just on the road. You heard him coming on the road, and then he showed up on the road. You have no reason to believe he came from anywhere else.
Alright. Do we want to investigate this more, or do we want to go to the town, the camp?
I don't know that there's anything more that we can investigate about it.
Yeah.
And I would imagine if anyone, that would probably be your arena.
It is, but probably just as lost as you guys on this one.
Yeah, I spit at him, so I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd say we just keep going on.
Alright. Well, you head down the road, and the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through deep trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds far above, and there is a clearing here, next to the river, that widens to form a small lake, several 100 feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside the ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake. It is sagging from within. It is sagging, but lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing and several brightly clad figures who around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge.
How far away are we at this point?
You're not real far at all.
So let's slowly approach, not aggressively, but just, or not cautiously, but just like slowly approach. So we're not
just at trot speed, not gallop.
All right. You guys approach. They have noticed you're coming, but they haven't stopped playing their music, nor much of their singing and dancing. There's not a whole lot of them out. It's pretty early in the morning still, you think, for Vistani. This looks like the morning crew. There's enough space in here for quite a few of them to sleep, whether in the tents or in the wagons. And you only see about 6 or 7 of them out right now.
Well, who's got the high charisma?
I say greetings. Greetings, friends.
Oh, travelers! One large man, very large, rotund even, says. He comes walking up to you. He's got a big jug, and it's got a red liquid sloshing around in it. You think it's wine, and it is a lot of wine. It's easily 2 or 3 bottles worth in this jug. And he's like, "What brings you to the Tser Pool encampment of the Vistani?"
Well, your 3 sisters over in Barovia sent us your way.
The sisters? Ah, Mirabel, Sorvia, and Alenka sent you to us. They're actually here right now. They haven't been to the inn for several days now. Well, I don't... He takes a big drink of wine. Maybe a day? Who counts anyways?
Well, I sure don't.
He's like, all I know is they came in sometime in the night, and they're here currently. Why would they send you to us?
We're looking for a way to cleanse this land.
He gives you a fairly suspicious look. He's like, you do know you're in Barovia, correct? What you're asking may not be possible.
Well, we're gonna attempt it.
Good for you! I'm proud of you. You're a real go-getter, aren't you? He's like, come, sit down. Let me tell you a story.
Yes, he is.
He plops down on a log right outside the bonfire there. He's just like kind of collapsed into the dirt. His belly's hanging out of the side of his shirt. His beard's all full of drips of wine. This guy kind of looks like he took a bath in fried chicken. So he's...
That was a wonderful image.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've been saving it. He says, look, cleansing land. You should just learn to enjoy life. I'll tell you a story about last man who came to cleanse land. He was a wizard. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood right where you are standing. Very charismatic man he was. A bit old, but he thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. Then he puts up fingers like they're in quotes. And he stirs them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. And when the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. Few stood their ground, and they were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at one another. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to the precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, and yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down into the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if he had anything of value. But the river Ilvis had already spirited him away. That is what happens to those who come to try to cleanse the land.
We're not trying to cleanse it of Strahd.
What do you mean?
That's for us to figure out.
At this point, I step in. Listen, we're trying to take care of this place. Where can we find? And then I ask for the lady that I don't remember her name.
The lady who you don't remember her name. Where did you hear this name?
Are you asking about
Strahd was the one. Was it Esmeralda? It was the one that Strahd said to ask for the next step, and
the one who's outcast.
Was it her?
Esmeralda is the one who's outcast.
No, Strahd said you to look for Madam Eva.
Yes, her. Hey, this isn't me bad RPing. I can't remember my client's name, okay?
Madam Eva. You say Strahd sent you to get Madam Eva. Well, that is very interesting. And all of a sudden the man doesn't look quite so slovenly, nor does he look quite so drunk. You start to get the impression that it may have been an act. He said, that's her tent over there, along the river, the large one. She's expecting you.
Thank you. Let's head over.
Great.
Alright. You go over to the tent. It's closed with flaps. You going right in?
We can announce our way.
Yeah, I'm coming right in. She's expecting us.
Right in.
Alright. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived. Cackling laughter bursts from her like mad lightning from
It's
her
Yoda.
withered lips. Yeah, Madam Yoda. I am Madam Eva, and I have been expecting you. The three of you have come from afar, each restless, damaged soul, each seeking your vengeance, each of you tied to something, each of you tied to the same something. There's a large deck of cards sitting on the table in front of her. You're not sure that they were there a moment ago. She stares you in the eye and flips over 3 cards without looking at them. The Avenger, the Evoker, and the Shepherd. And on the cards there is a magician, a soldier, and a picture of a shepherd. Ryan, would you please have Marlamir roll a 20-sided dice for me? You, she points to Marlamir. The Avenger denotes one who pursues justice and revenge for great wrongs, and those on a quest to rid the world of a great evil. But it's inverted. You may cause more harm than good in your quest. You're seeking a man whose death by your hands will hopefully be a balm to the guilt. It will not. Bound by an oath cast to the divine through the forge of rage, in your vengeance you pray that those whom he killed will have justice and that you will find peace. Someday you will be forced to choose your oath or a life. You, she points at Raven. Now I need a d20 roll from you. You're the Invoker, and the card is also inverted. This is a card for one of magical or supernatural power that cannot be controlled. Magic with destructive ends. Clouded is your path, and yet clear at the same time. You have come seeking whomever it was that stole your life, and you're also seeking whomever it was that gave it back. In vengeance you hope to find rest, final rest. But you fear the darkness may not allow it. Be wary of your power, lest it destroy you before your task is complete. Kane, your turn. D20. You, the Shepherd. The Shepherd symbolizes those who protect others. One who bears a burden far too great to be shouldered by others. You believe you can protect others by seeking vengeance against the man who betrayed you and brought death. You hope vengeance brings answers to your affliction, but it is beyond mortal thought. And you pray that you will one day have a stillness in your mind. Should you survive, you will bear these burdens, and you will find what you seek. She sweeps the cards up into her hands and shuffles them back into the deck. And then she says, I can guide you. For now. Dark powers long sleeping in this land sleep no longer. Even now their forces move against Strahd. You must move quickly, lest they turn their attention from him to us. Be warned, though. If you draw the power's attention to my people, we will disappear into the mists, and you will be on your own. Now, you will choose 3 cards, and I will guide you to the next places you need to be. There it is. You should have a menu pop up right by the picture of Madam Eva. Oh.
Yep.
And Raven just went to town and pulled all 3 cards. Alright. I believe...
No sense in waiting around.
Let's see. Alright. You pulled the card of the Seer. the card of the Executioner. Oh, I'm going to need another one, actually, because you can't pull the Seer twice.
Sorry, you covered me up my roll spot.
Oh. And the card of the Dark Lord. Let's see, what did we have? Seer, Executioner, and Dark Lord? First, we'll deal with the Dark Lord. When you pulled this card, I saw a man, long dead, guarded by the mother of two fools. Seek out this woman, who guards this man, who's dead, and she will show you a book which will contain great secrets that will aid you. The Executioner. I see a man, the hand of a demon, and the heart of a monster. This man has information that will lead you to a great weapon that will help you destroy evil in this land. And the Seer. Lost to his own mind, a mage wanders the woods to the north. If you would restore him, he too would lead you to a great treasure, and perhaps be your greatest ally. Do you have any questions for me?
Not yet.
Good. We will remain here for some time. Should you need to come back and ask me anything, I will do my best to guide you. But I have no further information from the cards for now. I
do have
Yes?
I do have one question. What is it that we could do, either purposefully or by accident, that would draw attention to your people?
It's hard to say. But do not alert the dark powers to our alliance. They know we are here, and they know we serve Strahd to a point. My people will play both sides of this conflict. Do not be fooled by that. Most Vistani are not to be trusted fully, but we only seek to survive. So win. Defeat them.
Okay.
There's nothing else. I would ask that you take your leave from my people. Besides, I think the town needs you. And she starts cackling and laughing and disappears while you're watching her.
Oh,
Crazy
gosh.
buzzard. Let's go.
All right, back to town. Double time.
All right, you leave the tent and it's dark. It's nighttime.
That's unfortunate.
Like, we leave the
Like,
tent and we
it
were in
time
there that
lumped.
long, or like time mysteriously shifted ahead?
You're not quite sure.
Oh boy. All right. What time of day is it?
It's dark. You have no idea what time it is.
All right. I'm gonna light a torch and just hop on my horse and back to town.
To town.
All right. You start heading for town, and as you get to town, you can see there are a number of places on fire at the moment. There are fires springing up all over the place in town.
All right.
Put them all together.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'd say we stick together as we go to put them out.
Yeah. Let's. Are we in town? What What are the landmarks that we know of that seem to be affected by the fire?
At the moment, it looks like most of the fire is off on the east side of town. That would be the more abandoned side of town. It does look like it is creeping up on the west end, though. There are a few scattered about on the west side of town. But like I said, most of them are contained to the other side.
Should we take care of the couple that are on the west and then move east?
How are we going to take care of...
What time is it, and is there anybody else out helping?
Well, you're still on your way into town, so it's kind of hard for you to see that. It's definitely dark. You have no idea how late it is.
I want to hard gallop until we get to the crossroads at the center of town.
Yeah.
All right, you're coming in closer to town, and you can see now the landmarks you can see because the road kind of slopes down a hill into town. And from the top of the hill, with the little bit of firelight that's going on, you can see there are huddled masses of people, maybe? You don't know. No, in this town, you have no idea what you're looking at. Around the church, it looks like there's some in the town square where the tavern is, and it looks like there's one around Ismark's home in the south. Now, you could ride around the edge of the town to the church or to Ismark's house, or you can continue straight on and straight to the middle to the inn.
Do you guys want to get off the road to the south and work our way north?
Ismark is going to be okay. If those are zombies, then they can't get into the house. The
church is the same thing.
If it's a mob of people, trying to blame him?
It's probably not trying to blame him.
I would say the group in front of the tavern is the highest priority.
I'm just kind of concerned there's a mob of people outside of dude's house.
If the place is burning down... I mean, here's the thing. I'm trying to put in some logic with crazy country, so I could be wrong on this. But my assumption here is that those are not people. Because if your house was burning down, would you go blame somebody, or would you try to put it out?
Well, I blame somebody.
No one cared the last time there was a fire around here,
except for the person whose house was on fire. I think for now we leave the church and we leave the Ismark's house for now, and we go see the other places.
So just into the center of town?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You ride into the center of town, and you come down that main road there, and you get towards the square. And the group of things that you see there is a sea of zombies being led by a skeleton, and they are currently smashing down the door to the inn.
How many zombies?
Dozens of zombies.
Can we distract and kite? Or at least get them away from the tavern so that we can figure out a more manageable strategy?
Can we, in typical MMO fashion, take care of all this?
You can't see the church from where you're at anymore, but that road to the south is a straight shot to Ismark's house. There is an enormous horde of them outside of Ismark's as well. And it's hard to say what's going on down there because it's too far away, but it does look like you only have a small amount of time before they penetrate the tavern. And so you don't know what condition the church or Ismark's house might be in.
You said that Kane and Raven, what do you guys want to do here? Do you want to try to focus on this group that's by the tavern here?
I think, yeah.
I want to hit that skeleton a couple times, see if we can draw him away.
Well,
from the attack on the tavern.
So I guess, I would want to ride around, in between whatever houses I could here, and spearhead that skeleton head on. I want to get my way to him.
You could not get to the skeleton. Not on your horse, if that's what you're trying to do. There's no way you're going to do that. He is surrounded by zombies.
He's in, the middle of them?
He's at the front of them, and they're pressed up against the wall of the walls of the inn. And they're smashing on the windows and the doors. So
how far are we away from that skeleton?
I'm going to put you guys right at the edge of that crossroads there, so you're about About 30 feet away.
This is what we're doing? We're focusing on the inn?
I mean, you guys can... I'm giving you the option to go wherever you want in town right now. So you don't have to focus on the inn. I will let you ride past the zombie horde at the moment, but you do need to make a choice.
I would say tavern.
I'm saying the tavern. The other places have wardings.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now for wrath, now for ruin, and the Red Dawn!
Something like that. All right. Roll initiatives. Actually, I'm going to take some of these guys off the board for now because they're not involved at the moment.
I was actually going to see if I could knock a couple arrows since we're approaching this group just out of the blue.
Yeah, you could do that.
Do you just want me to roll right now?
Yeah. There.
Using heavy crossbow. How many can I loose here? Will you let me?
It's a heavy crossbow, so they do take quite some time. They take a full action to reload. They're basically I'm going to open up with this weapon.
Okay.
So once you do this, then combat will be engaged. So if the others want to ready some spells...
Mike, how are you going to rule those hordes? Can I target them with a spell?
Yes, you can target them with a spell.
And can I twin a spell on them?
Yes, you can twin a spell on them.
Is this all like reaction, or is this part of the combat?
I'm giving you guys a first round before combat kicks in.
Okay.
I'll use my bonus action for Hunter's Mark on the skeleton. Will you allow me to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Mike, did that hit?
That... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I have to tell you whether or not that hit. That did not hit.
Okay.
I'm guessing mine didn't as well.
These zombies are wise.
No, yours hit.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And then... Andy, Raven, are you doing anything?
Yes, I am shooting off a witch bolt.
All right.
Oh, well, only one of those should have hit, or only one of those should have cast, but did both of those hit?
Yes, they both hit.
Okay.
All
That
right.
is all I am doing.
All right, well then let's start initiative. So, Timmy's up first, and he didn't have anything he could do, but you see him climb up onto the roof of the nearby house, and then he disappears.
Gosh, I love when he does that.
And that brings up Marlamir.
I will... You know what? I'm just going to stay right here.
All right.
And as a bonus action this round, I'm going to use a spell slot to cast Wrathful Smite. Which will take effect next round.
Sounds good. And that skeleton comes climbing through the horde. So he gets 1, 2. He can still get to you. He gets up on your face and he hits for. Oh wait, no, wrong one. For 7 points of damage to Mar. Then next is Kane.
I'm gonna move over here. Yikes. And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That's weird. That's not what I meant to do, but I guess. Yeah, okay. I just had cast and it did the attack, but I mean that's basically what I wanted to do anyway.
Yeah, then that's fine. All right. Then it's the zombie horde's turn, and they start coming towards you. But the minute they get close enough to you, you see Timmy pop up on the side of the roof, and he points his finger out, and this gooey, slippery, gunky-looking oil starts shooting out of his finger, and it lands all over the zombies and on the ground below them, and they need to make a dexterity saving throw. And neither of them succeed, and both of the zombie hordes start to shuffle around and tumble to the ground, and they're going to be stuck there. They are currently prone.
Can I throw my torch at them?
Go, Timmy!
I need to look something up, but it's, yes, not this round, but next round you can. I need to...
As a bonus?
Yeah, it'll be your bonus action.
Thank goodness. Yep, that is great.
But yeah, you can plan on doing that.
That sounds fabulous, thank you.
Alright. Then let's see. That's both of their turns. And Raven, you're up.
I'm trying to zap him a little bit more.
Do it.
And that's all I'm doing.
Alright. Timmy's up. Let's see, what is Timmy gonna do? Timmy is gonna leap off the roof and land on the skeleton and make an attack. And he is going to terribly miss. Poor little Timmy. How terrible was the miss? Oh, the miss was pretty terrible, and Timmy actually overshoots his target and ends up tumbling and falling over here. He loses his dagger as well. He'll have to scramble and get it next round. Oh, you know what? He's going to have to take some falling damage for that, too. Not a lot, but some.
I will avenge your efforts, Timmy.
I just noticed, you guys, you were in Madam Eva's tent long enough, you came out healed. So if you had damage, you have your spell slots back, all that type of stuff. You were in there well over 8 hours, so...
That's great.
I'm going to qualify that for you as a rest. Because if I don't, I will probably kill you here, so...
Thanks.
Well, maybe Marlemere.
Just letting you know. Alright, so, Mar, you're up.
I am hucking that torch at the zombies in the oil. Oh yeah, this is happening as bonus action.
Alright. Let's see. So that goes up, and the zombies, when they start their turn, that is all on fire there now. When they start their turn, they will take some damage. And your action?
Okay. 15.
That hits. All right.
I don't see the hunter's mark in there.
It's in there. It's the square dice.
Oh, then I don't see the Wrathful Smite?
Yes, your Wrathful Smite did not go off. So roll however much damage that was going to be.
Okay, it's a 1d6.
So 19 points of damage to him. Alright, that is enough to put him on the ground.
Nice.
Alright, so let's see. Zombie Horde. They're going to take... not much. Oh, I'm sorry, Kane, you're up first.
All right.
Don't get set on fire.
Oh, right. Can you where is there a outline for where the fire is?
I will adjust it. It's in the space of the zombies.
Gosh, they're huge. They're like giants. Giant zombies.
It's a horde of zombies. It's a big mass of them. I just didn't want to move around 40 little...
Yeah.
It's one big colossal zombie.
Alright.
All right. So for the purposes of combat, would an AoE do more damage, or should I just do a regular single attack?
Just do a regular single attack. I have their stuff balanced out so they function as one creature.
Okay.
Alright, you hit him. Alright. Now your spiritual weapon.
Yep. Nice. Jeez. I love this thing. I'm going to name it Mercy.
Alright. That'll be the end of Kane's turn. That's the zombie horde. And now they have to roll damage. They take some damage from the fire. Unfortunately, the fire goes out pretty quick. But they did take some extra damage. And it moves closer here. And it will attack Marlamir. And there's a lot of swinging going on here. And you were hit. Several of the zombies hit you with their claws. A couple of them bite at you. And you take 10 damage. It's the end of that horde's turn. Right. The other horde is going to attack Kane. They will also hit. Same claws and teeth and biting and pulling, and you take 8 damage. And that brings up Raven.
We are going to let out more electricity.
Alright. That be it?
That is it.
Little Timmy. Alright, he gets up, scrambles to pick up his rat dagger, and then... Yeah, he can get back to where he needs to be and make an attack roll. And unfortunately, it's just too much for him. He couldn't get that attack in there. So he misses with his dagger, and that will bring up Marlamir.
The Kryn skeleton is dead, correct?
It's on the ground.
Okay. This is missing things like Hunter's Mark, which is a D6.
That's because you're still targeting the Kren skeleton, not the zombie. Were you trying to hit the zombie horde?
No, I do want to hit the Krun skeleton since it's on the ground and not dead. Dead?
Oh, it was... Okay, that's cool. Go for it. Alright. You are anticipating it getting back up, I'm guessing, so...
I am. I don't want to see the same thing happen as what happened before, so I just want to obliterate this thing.
Well, you are correct. As you begin to pummel on it, as it's laying on the ground, it does begin to form itself back up with the black energy, similar to what you saw on the other skeleton happen. But you got the jump on it and drop some hits onto it.
That works for mine as well, correct?
Correct. It did do damage when yours was counting as well.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
So, yeah. All right. Anything else, Mar?
No, just wanted to make sure I got the 2 added in.
All right. So it comes back together. It forms itself back up completely, and it attacks you. And it crit you. Crit you for 12 points of damage.
Oh, I need heals.
Yeah.
You do have your land hands back.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Just an FYI.
Thank you for that.
All right. And it's Kane's turn.
Healing, Mar.
Nice.
Thank you.
Welcome. And this Mercy is going to town. Is that enough?
It is enough.
Okay, good.
4-9. All right.
Got some damage right there to that guy.
That brings up the zombie horde. Which one? The one attacking Marlemere. All right. It is going to attack Mar. And it will miss with both of its attacks. Other horde will attack Kane. It will also miss with both of its attacks.
Nice.
Raven. Oh.
Yeah! Not quite what was I hoping, but
No,
a little more damage.
Not so much. Timmy lets out a very disgusted hoot with himself, like, hoo! He's displeased with the way his plans have been going this time. So, let's see. He is definitely going to stick it to the zombie horde in front of him. And let's see for how much? 6 damage from the dagger and another 10 from sneak attack. And that is on number 6. Alright. Alright, 39. Mar, you're up. Crit,
Boom.
baby.
Oh, great.
13 on that skeleton.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the. I'm sure there's extra damage in there that's not being calculated, but I'm guessing that's enough to put it down.
It is not, actually.
Oh, then let's see. The Hunter's Mark not being calculated, extra D6.
Yeah, it might have taken that off of him when he went down. So, alright. He's looking extraordinarily rough, but he is not down. And that will bring him up, actually. So he's going to take 2 cracks at you. First one misses. And the second one hits. It's going to hit you for 6 points of damage.
Jeez, man.
that brings up Kane.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Sure.
If I cast Bless on myself, will that also affect the spiritual weapon?
No.
No. Well, it could.
I think it's targets. So
It's 3 targets. So but it's my spiritual weapon, and he gets my attack rolls. So would he get that as well, or no?
Well, here's how it would work. It doesn't affect every roll. You get to pick one roll per turn. So you could use it on your spiritual weapon roll. You could use it on your roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what this says. This says, I mean, you're the DM. You roll how you want, but it says, whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving roll before the spell ends, which is a minute, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. It doesn't limit how often.
I could have swore you could only use that once a turn. That's very interesting.
The only limitation is that it's concentration and that it's an attack roll or a saving throw.
Yeah, you can, according to the way that's written. I'm going to have to talk to Cowboy about that. I'm not getting enough mileage out of my blessings. All right.
all right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it on the 3 of us. Sorry, Timmy.
Put it on Timmy. Don't put it on me.
Sure.
I think all right.
Yep.
What?
I don't know. Move along.
Okay. all right. Well,
I'll
everybody
roll
just
after
add a d4 to their attacks, or attacks and saving throws. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No, he's not down.
So that's
Okay.
your action.
Yep, and then the spiritual weapon. And
Gosh, that thing is true every time.
he really is. He's beastly.
All right.
Like, you just get really great rolls with it every time. Too.
I do. Like, I can't hit myself, but that thing, blessed by the gods.
The spiritual weapon cleaves through the skeleton, and as before, the black energy begins to swell and to ball up. And everybody needs, what's coming now, so I'm going to set the DC lower. Marlamir and Kane will have to make a dexterity saving throw of 12 or take... it doesn't matter. I rolled a 1 on the damage, and you can't take less than 1, so you take a damage even if... No, you can avoid it.
So roll a dex?
Yep, roll a dex. If you succeed, 12 or better.
With a d4. With a d4.
Well,
Never mind.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Alright. Kane, you're in that blast zone too.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. Alright, you guys both take a point of damage. So please add that to your damage total.
Raven just shakes her head. They knew that was coming.
Alright, Zombie Horde 5 is going to attack Marlamir.
Do the zombie hordes take the damage too?
They did.
I might go down here, guys.
And they miss you. And they miss you again.
Oh,
Ye of little faith.
Paladin lives to fight another day.
Alright, the next Zombie Horde attacks Kane. And it attacks Timmy with its other attack. And both of those attacks miss.
Hot dog.
So that's, I believe, Raven.
Well, I'll shoot some lightning at number 5, and that'll be it.
Alright. Timmy's up. Ferocious little puppet. And not ferocious enough. He misses. Marlamir.
Hunter's mark on the horde in front of me. Lay on hands for 20.
Alright. Can go ahead and adjust that. That's your whole turn then, correct?
Correct. Yep, done.
Okay. Let's see. Each square is 5 feet, right?
Correct.
All right.
Be right back.
Holy cow. I mean, is that low enough to hit?
No, that's too low.
I mean, with that.
Oh, yeah, that's still too low.
Okay. All right. Hold on, where are you? See, and then that guy just goes to town.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know what it is. I think the game knows it's the spiritual weapon.
It
'Cause
knows.
my cleric never misses with the spiritual weapon. Every
Ugh,
stinking time. Just pounds it.
Yeah. So there you go.
I might have to get going here soon.
Yep, I figured as much. Alright, so Zombie Horde is going to attack Marlamere. Miss him. There. Kane. And miss. And attack Timmy. Ooh, and criticals Timmy.
No, Timmy!
For 16 points of damage. Timmy's hurting. Alright, Raven, you're up.
Firing some more lightning.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
If only I could target both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Both hordes are looking pretty beat up.
I'm back.
Lots of the zombies are currently down. They're pretty beat up. So, Timmy's up, and he's hot angry about getting lapped around by those zombies. So, he lashes out viciously, but he's just a little too unfocused. Timmy misses.
Oh, poor Timmy.
Mar?
Yeah.
I clobbered that horde. I just ripped through them.
Yes,
You just
did.
decapitated all of them in one shot.
The flashing radiance of your blade cleaves through the zombie horde and demolishes it.
I like Pally exploded back to WoW style.
Yeah.
Alright, then let's see. Kane, you're up. Brian, if you want, you can move your hunter's mark. I'll allow you to do that on this turn. Because you killed that one.
Oh, great. I would love to. Can I also use my move action to close the distance? Great,
Sure
thanks.
Can you let me know if that hits?
That does not hit.
Alright.
That does. Aww. Still 5 damage. Not bad. Not bad at all.
That's pretty nice.
Alright, zombie horde. One attack at Kane.
I actually have about 15 minutes, Mike.
Okay. And one attack at Timmy. Both of them miss. What's really funny is I accidentally dropped that dice on you. You probably couldn't see it on your screen, but I dragged it onto my map and dropped it on you, but I dragged the regular D20 so it didn't roll an attack, and the exact same number came up. It was really strange. Just, nobody really cares. I just thought I'd say it.
I care. I care.
I'm glad.
I care.
Alright. Zombie horde misses.
Care. He's a monster.
Raven, you're up. It's his birthday. Be nice to him. He's not a
monster.
monster.
I'm sorry. Andy, you're not a monster. Raven is a monster. It's not Raven's birthday.
Alright. Raven, your turn. See what you did? You chased him away.
I did. I'm
sorry.
I didn't mean it.
I thought my dad just got in a fight outside.
Oh.
Anyways, what's up? My turn?
Your turn.
We will gently caress the zombies.
Ew.
Yes, you definitely will
Yes,
gently
you
caress
It
them.
will be very gentle.
Yeah, a little too gentle. There'll be no caressing going on. All right, Timmy. Timmy hoots in frustration. Hoot. And crits.
Excellent.
For 17 points of damage, and that is enough to put that zombie horde down. Timmy is now strutting around, hooting. Hoot, 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 hoot. All right, so you guys have cleared out. You have cleared out the inn. There are no more zombies attacking this area of town. There are several townsfolk holed up in the inn currently. They're looking out the door. Arik is there. Cladvia is there. A lot of people you don't recognize.
Cladvia.
They want to know if they should stay in the inn or if they should flee.
No, stay in the inn.
Yeah,
For now.
As much as you can.
All right. It does look like the fire is raging out of control on the other side of town. It probably will spread this way eventually, but they're safe for now.
If you feel fire, then get out.
All right. Where would you guys like to go?
South.
Yeah, sure.
All right. You head south, and you see 2 zombie hordes and a skeleton beating on the house of Ismark, and they are making some fairly serious headway. Every once in a while, you see Ismark pop out of the upper window and shoot some arrows down at the beasts below, but yeah, he's not doing so hot in defending there. Ulgris is in another window, shooting a crossbow out of that window. So they've done some damage to them, but they're still up and about. Luckily, though, it looks like the skeleton has already been put down once, because it is the black mob. So are you guys charging in?
Good.
I'm going to shoot a bolt.
I am going
Yeah.
to. Yep, I'm also going to start from range. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark and loose a bolt.
All right.
You can actually move your Hunter's Mark if it's within your time frame. You don't have to recast it.
It's true. It has definitely been in your time frame, too.
So don't
Okay.
waste another spell slot.
The skeleton
Oh.
succeeded, Adam. Your spell did not
Jeez.
take effect.
Hunter's
Alright.
Mark doesn't use a spell slot.
It should.
Yeah, it does. It's a first level spell.
You get it as a class feature, but when you use it, it's a first level spell.
I swear it says this is one that doesn't, because it's like a paladin thing.
No, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. The witch bolts hit. Ooh, lots of damage too.
We'll start her off that way.
All right.
I'll take my turn. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh, you rocked it
Nice.
straight through the head. The bolt sings and hits this one. I need to. Hold on, I gotta fix the map here. There we go. The bolt goes straight through the Kren's head. And let's see, Mar. That was Mar. Timmy. Timmy scuttles up on a rooftop again, and he has disappeared. That's going to bring up Zombie Horde. Alright, it is actually still going to continue to pound on the building. The skeleton, however, is going to start running down the street towards you, and it's going to make that? No, I cannot. Alright, it's going to get to there. No, actually, there.
Just in range.
Kane, you're up.
I'm not even gonna attempt to hit this guy because I'm gonna miss anyways. That hits, right?
Yes, it does.
I
Sorry.
hope so.
I assumed it did, but I wanted to double check.
Alright, the spiritual weapon cleaves through the skeleton and puts it down, and then it explodes. Now, Marlamir is in range of the explosion, so Dex 12 save.
Ha!
Oh, still in range? What?
You
10
still have
foot.
bless.
I do still have Bless. I haven't used Bless yet.
You hadn't. You used
You
it.
didn't
you
need
didn't.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still don't need it.
I don't think you're gonna make it.
You will
Unreal.
take 9 damage from the explosion.
Okay.
But then he is off the map.
All right, I'm gonna move this spiritual weapon. It moves 20 feet, right?
I don't know.
Let me
off the
check.
top of my
Let me
head.
check.
Mike, which horde is more in front of the door? Is it?
20 feet, yeah.
The left horde is more in front of the door.
Thank you.
Each square is 5 feet.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah.
And that...
Oh, wait. I still have an attack. Hold on.
Yes, you do. Nice.
Did that hit?
Yeah, that hit.
I don't remember which one I attacked.
Yeah, it looks like 2.
Okay.
Horde 2. I guess it doesn't
I
really
didn't.
matter.
Okay, sorry.
You would have hit either one. That's fine. Alright. Let's see. Zombie Horde 1 is going to attack the... Alright. And... the door is down. To the house is down. They have smashed in the door. And the Horde has started to... let's funnel in. Well, almost. Raven's up. Horde 2 is the next to go.
I'm gonna get it, unless Raven gets it.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Timmy is up. He climbs down off of the roof over here and will attack. No, he's not going to do that. Timmy's going to be smart. And Timmy's going to shoot grease everywhere again.
Oh, good, Timmy.
Good, Timmy.
Hey, by the way, how does Piddlewink think about Timmy? The name?
He prefers Timmy over Piddlewink.
Yeah, he didn't like
Okay.
being Piddlewick at all.
Piddlewick. I didn't know if I knew he didn't like it, but I didn't know if he liked Timmy instead.
No, he likes Timmy.
Okay, of course he does.
And both the zombies hordes slip and fall. So they are prone. Meaning any melee attacks on them will have advantage.
Okay. Hey, don't throw anything to light them on fire, just so we don't burn the house down.
I will not do that.
What?
Because you're gonna critical fail and throw it at Coletta's face.
Or at you, or something. Yeah.
Mar, you're up.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'm gonna close the distance.
Alright. And you can share that space with the spiritual weapon because it's kind of not really there.
Oh, then I'll just move completely on top of it then.
Well, if you leave yourself where you're at, then Adam can grab it later. Just makes it easier to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, Zombie Horde 2 is going to attempt to stand up. And it's not going to. So it is floundering around. Let's see, from the inside of the house you hear Olgris hollering and bellowing. And you hear Ismark yelling, and you even hear Coletta screaming and some battle cries, and the zombie horde is going to take some damage. Alright. Kane, you're up.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, that was me.
What?
I think you moved me.
You did.
Oh, I did. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I can't move that far.
Good grief.
I know, right? Jeez. Wait, that's wrong. Hold on.
Well, it's 2 attack rolls.
I meant to do 1.
Okay.
Because he can't attack twice. Correct, right?
Correct.
Mercy can't attack
Correct.
twice.
You're absolutely correct.
Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna move here and cast Hand of Radiance.
Okay, you can deal some damage to the zombie hordes.
That should attack both of them, but it only
It only rolled 1. I'll roll the other one real quick. Oh yeah, he's not getting any saving throw.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
Jeez. All right.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. Zombie horde 1 is going to attempt to stand, and it's not going
That was
to.
never mind. I forgot it was advantage on attack.
But it can claw at you, so it can make 1 attack at you.
That's all right.
It will hit. For 8.
I'm gonna put my hand up like Neo and just say no.
No.
Did that stop the damage?
No, it didn't. Raven?
Ah, dang it.
Raven. There it is. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry, my computer was lagging a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It lagged all the way down to a 1.
Yeah.
Alright, Timmy is going to climb down from the roof. And stab some zombies. He is going to do 11 points of damage to, which one is that? Zombie Horde 1. Alright. Zombie Horde, both the zombie hordes are near dead. There's not many of them left. Let's see, and that's Mar.
I need to basically be underneath for melee range.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
16.
That's a hit. And that's gonna put an end to the 1.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Good.
That's the end of your turn, correct?
Yes, I'm sorry, end.
Alright, Kane, you're up.
All right. I just really want this to work. I want to troll the dead.
No.
No.
No, he did. It failed. It failed its save. You control the dead.
Good. Yes.
Sorry. I trolled
The dead, you are trolled. Nice.
Oh, and you killed it.
They are trolled.
Alright, with the clanging sound of a church bell, necrotic energy flies from Kane's hand and encompasses the last zombie horde that's at this location, and it collapses before you. The house is safe. You've cleared out the zombie horde at the inn and the zombie horde at the burgomaster's mansion. And that
I have to go.
is where I'll leave you.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Go have a happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Take care, dude.
We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good
See ya.
weekend too. Good trip.
Yeah, it should be fun.